Okay, we're back. So, add a layer. It's going in trunk, tail. That's the one I want. Cool, that's much better. Okay, another one of those, that's going to be the left ear. And another one, that's going to be left antenna. Then we've got the back of the head. I'm doing this in the same order as I've got it in the critter document, by the way. If it seems random, it ain't. Wait, did that one get shrunk? It looks like it's the same size. Is it actually that big? I feel like I'm going mad now. Oh, it is. Huh. I was convinced that was like way too big there. Right ear. Arm. Arm down. Now we can put the body in. Front of the head. Oh yeah, and that one actually does talk, so that one's got to have swap when talking. I can change my threshold down to where I normally have it. This is now going to be eyes. Yep, so that should now do what I want. And these are going to be blinking, so eyes blink. Do the same and then have the right eyes. You can see it's slowly coming together. Now we want the other antenna. Cool. That's it. That's all of those. So let me just save those. Okay, now let's set up all the sort of motion things. So the body is the main one. We've got the head that follows the body. We've got the front of the head that follows the back of the head. Well, no, it's also going to follow the body, basically the same. Eyes follow the body. No, eyes will follow the head. Actually, tell you what, yeah. So, eyes are going to follow the back of the head. Front of the head will also follow the back of the head. Antenna will follow the back of the head. And so will the ears. Okay, so now everything should move together. Obviously, we only want one of the eyes. So actually, on the states, which I've... This is a test build of RahiTuber, so I've got an extra button here which I need to shrink because it kind of... it pushes the other one off the end. So I can get rid of most of these. So I'm going to keep that. So it's just going to show the left one and hide the right one. Except this time I've named it based on the Edie's perception. So it's looking right is Edie's right. So that makes sense now. So it's going to show the right, hide the left. Okay, so that should now... Yeah, so now it looks at the screen the way I used to have it. Alright, so actually, yeah, I need one for the arms. And that's gonna toggle while talking. A pretty low threshold. It's gonna show arm up and hide arm down. And I'm also going to have a schedule for like that much. Okay, so arm up's going to be hidden normally, and then at event every so often it will just trigger itself and move up like that. Pretty good. Thank you. It's almost done now. Right, so the body is going to have that breathing animation. Oh, the arm's not following the body yet. And the tail isn't either. There we go. We're basically done. The next thing to set up is the physics, which is slightly more complicated. By the way, let me just, now that I've got most of this down, I'm just going to shift things over slightly. So just making sure it all fits in to my usual area. Cool. Right, so the next thing I was going to do, I'll tell you what, I just need to make the window slightly bigger. There we go. Cool. So okay, time to do the physics stuff. So the tail is going to have, I'm just going to show the layer bounds as well. Obviously they're all the same at the moment because they're all exactly the same size, but right, so the tail, let's have a bit of drag and a bit more, yeah. But I'm then going to pin the distance limit to 0 and have a rotation effect. So if I took with a bit of a spring on as well. Okay, that should be rotating with the body. Might need a bit more. Might need to like bump that all the way up to like 20 or something. Oh yeah, that's right as well. So the pivot point needs to be moved. So now I'm going to have to sort of move this back to where it needs to go. Roughly. So hopefully now that should be in the right kind of place. Let me just increase the rotation effect. So if I talk now, yeah, that's going to be going up and down. Just need to make that the other way actually. So yeah, every time ED moves up, the tail moves down. That's the tail done. Just going to add a little bit of drag and spring on the head. So should now sort of bob up and down a little bit. I will also, yeah, tell you what, I'm going to change the pivot point on that as well. Of course, I'm going to have to copy this pivot point to all the other head layers. I do need to edit this slightly, like this interface for the pivot points and stuff is a little bit wonky. You can get it to do what you want eventually if you have the patience for it. So I'm just going to put that there and I'm going to make it roughly line back up again. Okay, so increase the rotation effect slightly. Yeah, so that's sort of what I wanted. That's kind of the effect I wanted for the head to move. Boop, boop, boop. Oh wait, that's a good point actually. I don't need to edit it for all the others because they inherit from this one. So this is the only one that needs to me to fiddle around with the pivot point and everything. But I do now need to make sure it gets in the right place. So okay, I think that's just about right. Cool. All right, I'll call that good. Okay, so doing a similar thing with the ears and the antenna as well. So yeah, the ear will kind of move, hopefully opposite to the head somewhat. Although I need to move its pivot point as well. Okay, so now if I talk, that's not quite the effect I wanted. It's kind of jiggling up and down in strange ways. Oh yeah, I haven't got the distance limit set. So distance limit is 0. Yeah, cool. Now it will wobble as I talk and move. Maybe not quite that much. How's this? Bop 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 bop. Might go negative with that actually. So if I talk now, that looks slightly more natural. Cool. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with the antennae. Except they're going to be quite springy. Okay, so that should, yeah, that's not working quite right. Oh, there we go. Now we've got bounciness. Cool, so I'm going to copy that much over to the other side. Oh yeah, that needs to go backwards again. Boing. Cool. I'm going to keep that open so I can use it for the other one as well. I'll copy those numbers. So 0.73 drag, roughly. 0.65 spring. 0 distance limit, -3 rotation effect. Okay. So that's pretty much set up. So once I've got the pivot point in the right place, that will all work. Okay, so yeah, they both now bounce around. I might actually increase the springiness a bit more. So they're kind of, even the drag actually, make them a bit more floaty. So yeah, that's a bit, I like that a bit better. Might even do the spring more. More spring, nice. So that's 96, 96 roughly. 97, 97. Oh wait, that's 0.96, not 96. Doot doot. Huh. Wow. They're kind of moving differently. Oh, they're moving in opposite directions because they're opposite sides of the original pivot. So maybe I don't want as much spring. Yeah. Oh no, the drag and spring definitely need to both be reduced actually. So if I talk like that now. Okay, so the other thing I need to do is alter the breathing motion because there's a lot of scale going on and I don't want that much, so yeah, so that's a bit better. And I don't want to be moving up and down as much either. So hopefully that's a bit less of a jolt when I start talking. I might even do the breathe whilst talking. That's slightly better actually. Okay. I'm going to take the talking threshold for the body all the way down. Yeah, so that's a bit cooler actually. I like that. Nice. So yeah, actually I quite like that they've got different spring effects on the antennae as well, because now they're kind of moving slightly separately from each other. Let's do the other ear as well. That was just a whole load of drag last time, so like how lively it looks. Yeah, cool. That's either going to be 3 or -3, I don't know. Oh yeah, I need to alter the pivot as well. Let me just hide the head for a sec. Okay, so I want the pivot for the ear to be on that dot, basically. I didn't mean to alter the scale. Okay, I think that's roughly back in the same place. Let's show the head again. Okay, so yeah, that looks pretty good now. Hide all those layer bounds. Cool. I might even actually, for the arm up, I might add some drag on that too. So just for a second, I'm going to disable that space, so that state. I'm just going to manually show the up arm. Okay, let's just really increase the drag. And then put it back where it was. Okay, so if I... Yeah, it's going back in the other way. Let's go -20. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, well, I'll re-enable that state now. Overwrite. Done. Hide the layer bounds. Done. Cool. Well, we did it. That's it. I'm going to stop the stream here, actually, because I'm getting hungry. So I'll catch you all on Thursday, where I will be starting Sonic Adventure 2 using this avatar. And I'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.